testing, testing.
Well, Christina's going to talk first.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hand it
so you
around.
can just like pass it around like
Yeah.
that. You don't have to wear it like Britney Spears, but you can.
It's exciting.
No, you must. No, I insist.
It's part of the thing.
Okay. Hi, everybody. So we're also doing basically the same thing of project as the last group we just saw from Victoria. So we're doing Scudo. And if anybody want to say Scudo, but it's actually Scudo because you say schedule, not schedule. Yeah. So anyway, I just want to make sure that clear. So our project is pretty much similar. A person can enter the website. You can create a van. And the only difference that I would say is we only have one URL link. You can share with your friend to do that. And so once you have that URL, we're using Cookie to track whether you're the person created the link, or you can only enter there to enter the time you're able to count. So I'm just gonna let Moshe to kind of.
I'm just going to.
Okay.
Sure. So basically, I'm just going to share with you how we broke things down. Christina was in charge of HTTP routing and Express server stuff. I did most of the front end, and then Moshe was in charge of all of our database queries. He's the database wizard, and that makes things work. He didn't like that.
Yeah. Right. Here we go. I want to put this on. I want to get the legit feel. So here we are. We're gonna take you on a journey. And we're gonna go through Scoodle. We're already winning UI UX awards, so we'll be appearing in 2019 in San Fran. So it's pretty simple stuff. Just create an event. There's a lot of dogs around here, so let's say we're gonna create an event for Otis, and we're gonna make his birthday party. Otis's birthday party, as we see him run around in the background. And of course, we're going to have this at Lighthouse Labs. Excuse my spelling. And it'll be party. Stuff like that. So it's pretty simple stuff. All we're doing is entering a few form data here. You enter your name, that's me, and you enter your email. We'll do it me@me.com. And continue. So you're able to select from a drop-down menu of the days and times you want. I'm just going to pick random days just for funsies. And we'll go ahead and get started. So once you're done that, you continue on to the final step, which all it does is it gives you a link that's nice to share with your friends. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that into my clipboard, and I'm going to continue. So what we see here is the view from the organizers page. But let's say somebody else wants to come in and submit a response, because that's the interesting thing, is inviting your friends. So we switch over to the attendee, and all of a sudden they're presented with the option to enter things that they want to do. So instead, let's who's going to come to this party? Let's say Christina's going to come to this party, and she has cnc.com just for a nice ease of use, and she can indicate her responses. In this case, Christina is very, very open, and so she's able to make all the times. So we can see the changes that are updated there in the event page, but we can also see the changes are updated from the organizer's point of view. Say Christina, she decides to be a flake. That's just the way Christina is. And she's like, I'm not coming anymore. I want everyone to know. So she decides to update her responses. Again, her responses are updated, and we see that same sort of thing from the organizer's point of view. Now, this link is entirely shareable, meaning that how we track responses is based upon cookies. So you can share this with anyone, but they're going to be able to create different responses, different things, because we're using different cookies. So say, for example, I just want to create another response. It also tracks by email. So let's just say m@m.com. You can see that there's going to be able to be multiple responses, and that pretty much brings us to the end of our demo. Yeah.
Any questions from the floor?
No, you cannot delete the event.
What did each of you guys work on?
So I did front end and then embedding the dynamic stuff. Christina did, I guess.
And you mentioned at the beginning.
And then we had a great deal of fun, basically doing pair programming at the end to integrate it all together. It was actually really fun.
Yeah, it was enjoyable. It was very enjoyable.
Great. All right, nice.
All right, I will pass this
Thank
to
you.
hold this
I'll
one.
hold it.
Yes. It's been real.
It's been great. Oh, yeah. Have a good trip.
No, you're right.
I'm not gonna wear it like. Test.
All right, you can introduce yourselves as well.
Okay, so my name is Matt. This is Tony and Samantha. We did the Decision Maker app as well. We called it Delphi. So I don't know if anyone knows what Delphi is, but it's like an ancient Greek story about an oracle. So our app is kind of like an oracle. So this is the welcome page. What you can do. Okay. What you can do is register. So we click the register. Register by entering an email and the password twice. So that will make you an admin, and then you can log in. Okay. So we've already done this. Oh no. Okay, so we can log in and see your personal admin homepage. Okay. So
Oh, sweet lord. So once you've logged in and you're at your super cool and high-tech Windows 95 looking homepage, you have these 3 cool buttons. You can log out if you're like, I'm done. Create polls or see your results. So we're going to create a poll. Brings us to our poll page. So you type in your thing, your title, then your description, and then your options, which will be thing. Whoa. Oh man, typing in front of people. Thing, and then this. Then you're like, cool, here are my options for my super cool survey I'm going to send my friend that they're going to get and be like, huh? And to get it, you can email. So we did this using the Mailgun API. And we're just going to spam Tony because I want to be charged under anti-spam laws. And so create. Tony's going to get 1 million emails. So let's go over here, find it in Tony's email. Get a good look at his inbox. 5 emails from excited user. And it's like, hey, please take this poll at a super trustworthy looking link. So you click it and you're like, cool. Thing, option 1 thing. And then you can click and drag to rank these. So you're like, yeah. I am very proud of this. So you're like, cool, I like this thing better than that thing. And then you hit vote and it's like, cool. Thanks, dude. And there you go.
Yeah, and this is the process of the voter. And as this voter have already voted, this person can become an admin as well, doing the process to register and stuff. But then we come back as our admin over here. And in this admin page, then as Simon Matt talked, we can see we can create pool, logout and stuff, and here are the results. And this user pretty much has a bunch of posts, and then we have one which we has already finished, which was this 24, and there we go, the results for that pool. Let's watch a movie to celebrate their life, and the winner was La Bamba. And there we go.
Couple of questions. What was your biggest obstacle, biggest roadblock?
I would say, like everyone else said, communication, which I think we did all right, but also Git and GitHub.
It's so difficult to be on the right page for everyone to be on the same page for GitHub. It's almost impossible.
Yeah, GitHub was a challenge because we are doing different stuff, and then merge and synchronize everything is quite hard.
Another round of applause. And we're going to get Leon, and Tony, and Terrence up. Take that. And yep. All right. Who's talking first?
Leon.
All right. It should already be set, yeah. All right, good to go. Make sure you talk close.
Okay, gotcha. Well, hello everybody. I'm just gonna do a quick. Can you hear me, Victoria? Okay, good. I'm just going to do a quick introduction and then we'll get into the project. I'm Leon, this is Tony, this is Terrence, and we'll present our midterm project. And I know that a lot of people will, go to the restaurant and order takeout, but that's kind of time consuming. And also, people might call in advance, place an order, but sometimes there's confusion and the people will just mess up your order. So this is where our app kicks in. Basically, this is a pickup ordering app. So what we do is, you order the food online, and then when it's ready, you can go pick it up. And for this project, I'm mostly in charge of the front end stuff. Terrence is in charge of the server, and Tony the database, which is a pain. And yeah, and I'll just pass it on to Tony to talk more about the.
Okay. Yeah. Hello everyone. I'm Tony. Maybe just try to pretend I'm a user for the app. Okay. So right now I'm going to, since we only have one restaurant now, then I just place. This is our welcome page right now, and as I move my mouse to the order place, it will hover and it just shows your mouse is in the right place and click order. Say I'm very hungry today, I will pick many stuff, maybe count bunch of stuff here, and then suddenly I find out it's maybe too many. Then I will click minus button here, just in case if I keep pressing the minus, it still goes to zero. It will keep in zero if it's nothing there, and if I like by mistake I press too many stuff in the chart, I can click clear all, then those record will all be reset. And if I type 1 to here and order now, like you can also show that we have a total value like uh, dynamically adding when you click the plus and minus button. Then if we click the order now button, it will pop up with the thing you have already added in the chart. But if you cancel it and order again, it will still there until you clean or again and choose a different one. And you can see all the table it has hover like uh, functions stuff, and if we click now, and here is the format, it shows enter a phone number. If we enter the wrong format, it will like shows you that it's not correct format. Then I will press my phone number. What it did is you will receive an email. Yeah, sorry, SMS by this phone number, and also the server will send another message to the restaurant with your order ID. And if I press the confirm order, it will redirect to me to the confirm page, which shows the order ID, order total, and also yeah, it's like shows me right away. And for the restaurant part, I will pass Terrence to pretend a restaurant.
So once the order has been placed, I got the text. Sorry, as the restaurant, I would get a text with the order number, and I think it was 5. So you can see what items were ordered, and if I want to let them know that it'll be ready in 30 minutes, I just click this, and that should send another text to the user to let them know how long it'll be. I hope so. Yeah, there it is. And once the order is actually ready, I can click that, and it should let the user know again that order is ready for pickup. And I think that that about sums it up.
Thanks, guys. Another round of applause. Aiden and Shmoo, do you want to get set up?
They have like multiple APIs for it.
I guess. Hi, Victoria. I don't know. Hi.
Space Cat.
Yeah, Space Cat's heavily featured.
Oh, and Space Oscar.
So we did the Smart To Do for our midterm, and we'll show you how it's going to work. I had like a whole skit that I wanted to perform. We didn't have chance to rehearse it, so we're not doing the skit, unfortunately. But if you can imagine me showing up late and being really like frazzled because I couldn't organize my to-do list at home, and then Aiden's got the perfect solution for me, which is a to-do list that organizes itself. You'll see once it's up.
Just restarting Vagrant.
Mhm.
You guys all know how fun that is.
Mhm.
Okay. You might want to mirror your screens or drag it over. Yeah, I'll drag it over. Okay. All right.
All right. So welcome to Smart Cat. It categorizes your things smartly. So here you are. You're a new. Oh, are we logging in? We're gonna log in. We're Mariah. We can register. We're not gonna demonstrate, but we can. Mariah1970 at AOL.com. Login was successful. It takes us to this little link here, and then you get your lists of all the things that you have punched in. So does anyone have like a restaurant that they can recommend or something they want to recommend? What is it called? Catch 122. Thank you. I thought you said cat 122. I wasn't sure what that meant. Oh, check it out. Look at that. Where did it go? You punched in catch 122 and
Is it better than McDonald's?
it's not better than McDonald's? Okay. Anyone throw another suggestion at us. We'll see if it works. Pokerito. Oh yeah, let's say catch 122. You're like, I really want to go there. This is a priority. I want to go eat that restaurant. You just double click on it and it changes color, appends it to the top of the list. Let's say, you know what? Cactus Club kind of sucks. Can we get rid of Cactus Club? Yeah. And, you know, I'd rather read the book Avengers. I believe there's a book form. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. And, yeah, it's a pretty big priority. I don't know. Sorry, Victoria. We're not really micing ourselves very well here. But as you can see, all you need to do with this app is you punch in something that you want to do in the little input box at the top. And then it sends it out to a couple APIs that we're using, and we've written little ways of analyzing the data that comes back. We're using Yelp and Wikipedia. And through the little functions that we wrote to analyze that data, we give it a category. And if we can't categorize something, it gets thrown into the uncat, which just stands for uncategorized. And then you can recategorize it yourself. Down the line, it'd be really nice if we had some sort of smart thing where we can learn when people are recategorizing to throw it into, like we want it to be able to learn, but we didn't get that far. Yeah. So what else? Another feature. We can, go show the profile. Let's say, we'll see our profile here. So here we've got Mariah, and let's say, oh, Mariah, what are we gonna say? Sure, yeah, Mariah Carey, there we go. We're gonna update our profile there. We'll see that there she is in there. And Yeah, same data there. Oh, does the checkbox make it finished? Yeah. Yeah. And that's our app. Are we missing any features of our show? I think that's it. Yeah. Thanks.
Amazing, guys. Question from the floor. Time for one. How did you guys split up the work with only two of you?
We worked together a lot. Shmoo did almost all of the styling work. I worked on some of it as well, and definitely like all the planning was completely together.
Mhm.
And Shmoo also did kind of some of the heavy lifting with the Wikipedia search.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we're splitting that up.
Yeah, and Aiden did the most of the back end stuff. We tried to do like share it as much as we could, because we both want to learn both ends. But we sort of fell onto the zones that we feel a little more comfortable in because we're in such a tight time to get it done. That was like, let's just kind of do it that way. But then we sort of left things for each other on the other side, so that we could, and then we could coach each other through the stuff that we felt stronger on. That's pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, the most important thing for working together was kind of making sure that we, even if we weren't directly working on something, that we both knew kind of what the other person was working on.
Yeah.
So then, like, late last night when I'm working on, cleaning up bugs and Shmoo's in bed already, and I'm working on a function that she wrote, because I knew, like, we were on the same page when we started our work. It was really easy for me to follow. We were consistent even though it was two different people working on the same project.
Yeah, we were really good with Git. Git worked pretty well for us because we were just like pulling from master constantly. Like, are you up to date with master? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna pull and then push, and then he pull and push. So we were able to keep the version control pretty good, pretty clear, and lots of little branches. That was one of our reflections this morning, was that making lots of little branches with only like a few, like focusing on one little thing per branch, and then getting it up to date, merging it, and then moving on to a new one. So it wasn't so confusing.
That's amazing advice. It might not mean a lot to you guys yet. In 4 weeks, I promise it will. Thanks, guys. That was awesome. So one last web group. We've got Sumeda, and Clive, and Peter. And you needed the...
All right, so we did we'll just get this up and running here. If you want to, is it extending or just getting it up on the screen here? We did a spin-off on the decision maker. Seems to be pretty popular this time round. Last time, for those who didn't know, last time round, I think it was the smart or resource finder that was for the last cohort that's actually graduating this week. They did that, so there's always one that kind of ends up becoming the most popular. But as you can see there, we have our decision maker up there. So it's just basically voting, helps you to vote. I'm just gonna kind of walk you through creating a poll, and then we'll carry on with the demo. So can I get an idea, or what is a question or something that you want to decide? Anyone? What's the best holiday? Best holiday. Okay. I'm gonna title. Sure, I'm gonna do the poll name holiday. What is the best holiday? Question mark. Option 1.
Christmas.
Whoa.
Obviously.
I was thinking like vacation when I was thinking holiday, but it's all good. Alright, so I'm just gonna put in a description in December, just so that you can see where it shows up. What's another option? Halloween. All right. All right. And we have a little button here that it says add another option. Can everybody see this? Maybe I should zoom in. Well, it is responsive, but I just want to make sure everyone can actually read what I'm typing. There we go. So add another option. What's another family day? Family day. Okay, I'm gonna leave the description blank. We're going to do Decision Wizard, which is an email we just created for this. So when you click submit, what it does is it sends out an email to the administrator, or whoever you are, whatever email is put in there, and it gives you an admin link and a voter link so that you can share the voter link with everyone that's supposed to vote. So we're clicking submit, and now we're on the voter page, and Peter is going to walk you through that.
Okay, so as you can see, it automatically redirects to the voter page. We can vote now, but just wanted to show how the email works. So when you create a poll, you'll get this email. It says, "Hi, thank you for creating your poll. Thank you for creating a poll." So you'll give you a voting link, which is what you would send to your friends so they can vote on it. And you would also get an admin link that you can see certain results. But for now, we'll just show you what happens when you click on the vote link. So you get your vote, you get your poll here, and so just for the sake of time, I'll just make some votes here. So let's say I like Christmas, don't like Halloween, it's too scary for me. Oops, sorry. And we'll just say my name's Bob, and generates a little poll. So you can kind of hover over, you see total ranking. So the higher you vote, the more points you get. So Christmas was the highest, you got 3 points. Family Day got 2 points, and Halloween only got 1. And so you can keep voting. So if someone else clicks the link, say, I really don't like Christmas. I love Family Day. Actually, I love Halloween even more. But say I don't want to put on my name. It says, oh, name's required. So okay, fine. That's my name. And it accepts that. Now we're at a deadlock here. Everyone's got 4 points because I went in total reverse. So final vote. Let's say Halloween's awesome, Christmas is okay, and Family Day is kind of boring. And it adjusts again. So the points are tallied up each time, and each time you vote, the admin will get an email. So you see Bob just voted, AA just voted, and Peter just voted. And so once a whole bunch of people are voted on it, you can click on the admin link and you can actually see some more details, and Sumita will walk you through that.
Alright, so looking at the admin page, the first part of it looks pretty much like the results page, where we know that Halloween is the most popular one, but I actually want to know how many of my friends voted. So I'm going to go scroll down, and I see that there are 3 voters so far. Bob seems to like Christmas, but AA and Peter both like Halloween, so Halloween is the favorite holiday among my friends. So I don't want anyone to vote anymore, so I go back and close this poll.
You have to push it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, and if I'm gonna try, and if I've already sent it out to some more friends of mine and they try to vote now, it says, sorry, the poll's closed, so you can't vote anymore. And then I just remembered I didn't send the vote out to Clive, so I'm going to reopen it. And if Clive goes back and tries to vote,
now it's open.
Yeah, now it's open again, and then he can vote again.
And it's just like Craigslist, where you get Christmas. A unique URL, and if that's your password, so only the admin can go to that link and make changes. And the vote URL is unique, so only people with that unique address can actually go and vote. Yep. And it would be impossible to guess. We made it pretty short, but you can make a really long URL, and then it's just like a password in a sense.
Yep, that's it. So that's it for our demo.
Well, basically, kind of server. Peter focused a bit more on the front end stuff, and Ajax and jQuery, and Sumita did a lot of our kind of back end writing the schema and seeding and setting up the structure. And we made a few changes which would frustrate her from time to time. We're like, maybe we should add this column, and then it's like, okay, great. So yeah, so that's kind of how we split it up. We wanted to add in a delete a delete button, and maybe putting a calendar option of saying when the event is, if there's a specific time for an event, like say you're saying what do you want to do Friday night, and then you could actually put a specific time in there, a little calendar pop-up or something like that. All kind of bonus features. It would have its challenges, yeah, because everybody would have to re-vote in a sense, because you're kind of in the middle injecting another option that wasn't an option for everyone else. But yeah, we could probably do that, and then everyone would have to get an email. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much. All right, so we've got 3 presentations left. Thank you so much for your patience. We're moving on to iOS. So the difference between iOS and web gets 7 choices. iOS gets to ideate and come up with their own idea. So these are all their own ideas and their creations. So no pressure, yeah. There you go. So this is Jenny and Josh. Sounds great.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. Hello. Welcome to Bootcamp, guys. I'm Jenny. This is Josh. Just before, these are my friends. Just before we dive into the app, just a kind of brief introduction of what it is and why we chose it. This is Shitty Vine. This is a basically rip-off version of Vine, as if there aren't enough apps out there already that allow you to stream videos. Here is another one. We'll deal with that in a second. Yeah, so the reason why we chose this app is basically because we wanted to explore Firebase and networking, and just to kind of learn how users would be able to upload a video from their own device and be able to see it in real time, and for a network of users to be able to see it. So yeah. Oh God, you guys don't need to see that either. That was an app I created in like week 2. Still very proud, clearly. Okay, let's see it if it launches. Woo! Okay, this is a video that Josh and I have been uploading videos over the past few days, and the one at the top is always the one that's most recently uploaded. And then, yeah, it's just kind of scroll. I don't know why it's not playing any sound.
The TV doesn't get the
Okay, well, oh God. iPhones, okay. Everyone loves the sunset. Yep, you got the vibe. Woo, music. Everyone loves music. Yay, when I had a life other than coding. And then just for demo purposes, when we reach the office's new favorite dog. Sorry, Otis, you run away all the time. And then just for demo purposes, when we reach the end, it will say end, and then yay, the earliest video where I am tap gesturing my face and you can see the velocity that I'm doing so. Anyway, moving on, the actual ability to upload a video. So Josh, you wanna
for this part, like this one just for the video from your library right now is stuff we had. And then for the other button, you can just pick any video right now. And the other one, we pick the other side's video is a recording. And you can record it. We press the button to
so for demo purposes, I can take a video now. I'm like, hey,
that's recording right
all
now.
These bootcamp students are looking very fresh on their first day. Let's take this video again in 2 weeks' time and see how they feel. Great. Pause. And then you can trim.
You can trim or and.
In theory, yes, you can trim.
And the other one, you can select the cover for your video.
Okay, you're at the front. You're in my cover.
Yeah, and then you press next, and there's one more arrow button. If you click it, it will upload. And I send.
That was a tweet sound.
And then we go back to the home page and it will refresh. It's supposed to be the one we just recorded. Yeah.
Yes, the shitty vibe.
Thank you. Awesome work, guys. And next we've got Jason and Spencer. Come on up. Are you guys going off computer or iPhone? Computer? And and here's the microphone. Make sure you speak into the microphone. Tell me when you're ready. Okay, if you're bored and looking for something to do, let's say on a particular night, particular day, you can use our app to browse what people are offering. So instead of looking for people, you're looking for something to do. So if you find an idea you like, you can look at the person. If the person looks good, the reviews are good, the number of no-shows is low, you can swipe right and say, I would like to do that, and then wait and see if you're accepted. Or you can post your own date, your own activity, and wait for people to reply to that, and then pick your favorite candidate.
So, so I'll take you through the interface here. So this is the main sort of hub view we're on that lets you browse events. But let's just take a look here at the profile. So we're logged into my profile. That picture's back in January before boot camp started. And you can swipe here to see other images. There's another one, and there's my dog Lola. You'll meet her next week. But anyway, so we're back at the browse view. So you see we have an event we can browse here. Someone wants to go for long walks by the ocean. Oh, it's this guy Jason here. Look at him. So we can click on him, see his profile and that, and see his rating. But I might decide this event's not for me, so I'm going to swipe left on that. And we go to the next event. And then we say, okay, snow, spa, and meet. Let's go skiing, Blackcomb. Oh, this is also Jason's. So we're going to swipe left on that there, too. And did you want to go to the next bit of...
You can keep going. Sure. Yeah. If you look at the advantages of using this app over, that's what you want.
Yeah.
You can discover not just people you can discover not just people but events. So you're looking for something to do, say on Friday, and if you look on board in Vancouver, things to do in Vancouver, it's like the same old things like Science World and all this garbage. But here it's just, it could be absolutely anything. You just want to go for a walk, you want to go for a hike, you want to do it, anything. And the other advantages we have, all the awkwardness is taken out of your first date here. We have in here like whether you're looking for platonic or romantic, who's going to pay. You know you're both available because if you look at the top, the date and time are set. You know what you're going to be doing, so it's none of like, I don't know, what do you want to do? Like that's kind of stuff. And the users come with a rating from past dates and how many times they did no show and stuff like that, so you can avoid sort of the bad reviewed people.
Okay, so now I'll show you the where you can see your current events. So I've created no events so far, and I'm not interested in any events yet. So let's change that. So hike and rock. Let's swipe right on this. There we go. So event added. Now if we go over here to my interested, okay, I can see that event is added there. And I can go in and inspect it again if I forgot what that was all about. So I can swipe right on events. Let's go back. Now let's go through creating an event. So I'll click up here and I can create, so let's call this, we're going to go out for steaks. And then we can choose a time, we can choose the location, we can choose who we want to go with, and then what we're looking for, friendship, romance, possible romance, and how much it's going to be. So
and who's going to pay? I'll pay Dutch. It's free for everybody.
Exactly, yeah. So let's create that. And then when we go here, we see, okay, there's the event I created, but no one's interested yet in this one. So yeah, there we go. So we can swipe right. Got some weird events here. And it's open for more than just dates. So say you wanted someone for your Dungeons and Dragons meetup. Let's say, you know, someone to go get your nails done with. You know, join you for a game of soccer, bowling. Let's say you need help with getting your midterm done right before. Maybe you could post here, see if you could get a little hand on that. And this was, oh, that was me who posted that. Okay. Thank you very much. I think that's about it. Oh, about 1 million more functions. Yeah, we got really into this and had a lot of ideas and had to kind of make like a minimal viable product for the presentation. But we had a lot of fun doing this one.
Cool. Did you have a question? Or? Okay. All right. Last group. Thanks for your patience. We got. Lots of groups. Oh, sorry. It looked like it might be a problem. And don't forget to speak into the microphone.
Oh, right. You want to hold that? Yeah. It's kind of, no, you hold this part. I'll hold this part. It's kind of collaboration, just like everything else. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, we all saw all these practical apps coming out, so we decided to not make a practical app and have this drawing game. So, the thing is, midterm hit, and we had to come up with a topic, and we had to collaborate. And all we could think of was, how do we collaborate but have fun? So this is going to be fun. And if you're not having fun, then we probably failed our project. Anyways, so the concept of this is, how do we collaborate in midterms? So we thought about it, and then we thought about, how do we collaborate drawings? So we thought, why don't we just draw something and then pass it to the other person and wait for the other person to finish and then collaborate. And if, I mean, the new people might not know as well, but if all the, you know, the midterm working people know, that's how every midterm goes. You just code and then you just wait for the other person. So we'll see our midterm being formed in a drawing form. So we're going to go through the actual app.
Okay, so let's run through the app. We'll go through the interface. So it's called Draw Right. So we swipe to begin, and then we have our drawing view. So this on the top over here, right at the top, you see the subject where we have to draw. On the bottom, you see a timer kind of moving. I'm not sure if you could see it right above that arrow button. And you could draw something right here. And this gray area on the right basically tells you where the other person can see. So in a sec, you're going to see it pan over like that. And the player 2, the second player, will have to guess what this is, what this half is. But they know it's a television. In this case, it's a heart-shaped television. And when you're done, you can hit complete, or you could have the timer go through. So I'm just going to hit complete here.
Oh, I know. It's a heart.
Ah, yes. So, yeah, that's right. And so from here, it stitches the two photos together into one, so you could see your final picture. And on the bottom, you have the subject that you guys are supposed to be drawing. You can start over or save this to your photo library, and then you can share that with friends or family. So if we start over again, it brings you back out, and you notice the subject would be different. So it's a random one that you guys get every time. Let's say in this case, like, oh man, couch, it's kind of hard to draw. I could double tap the couch, and it'll start another one. So you could begin, and you're ready to draw a fan. And so let's demo this. So maybe June and I will take turns. For everybody to kind of join in on this, I could split the room in half. I would say like from this point on to the left would be with June, and this point on to the right would be with me. So what we're gonna do is when June draws first, me and my group, we're gonna turn away. We're not gonna look. Don't look at the screen. And June's gonna draw. And then when it pans over, when June is done, he's going to let us know, and we're going to do our drawing, and you guys on this half will turn away. And then we're going to see what happens. We're going to find out the results.
And those who will be watching us from a video, you do the same. Just divide yourselves.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's start over. And
let's go from
do
beginning.
that.
Yeah. There
So,
we go.
June, you can start.
Okay, so this half.
Yep, so let's look away from
Okay,
the
no
television.
cheating. Okay. You will see my masterpiece drawing. Okay, let's all. Oh, okay. This is what. Okay, okay. It's. So we're no. So the other team does know what we're drawing. They just don't know how we're drawing and how they're supposed to connect it. So we're gonna see. All right. Okay. So everyone, this side, turn away.
All right, so I have 20 seconds. Skateboard. Okay, I'm guessing skateboard has
Matt, I trust our team.
wheels.
The bonding we had over the midterm.
And we'll probably have that. And go right. Something like that. All right, so. Okay.
Cool.
There we go. So let's say we save it. So yeah, so in conclusion, basically this app is great for icebreakers, parties, or just you and your buddy bored on the bus, and it's something quick you can pick up and play, quick game, and but it's very much like two people working together towards one goal right there, and you won't really know until the end when you guys put together that final thing that you guys stitch together, very much like our midterms. So,
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Question from the floor?
That could be a goal later down the road, but right now it's just proof of concept, so we have constraint 2.
What was the biggest obstacle you guys faced?
Many actually. One of them is actually every animation you see in there is kind of it took some time. The panning demonstration. So like if we hit start over, oops, right there, that took a lot of work. The timer, the ticker timer, that was also a little bit of a problem. But also basically getting this bar, figuring out how this bar moves over. And the idea. A lot of times it was really the planning that took the longest time. But from what we learned, really, like if you spend enough time planning it, things will go a lot smoother. Yeah.
Okay, another round of applause. And another round of applause for all the groups. You guys did amazing. So you guys will be going to career services at 1 p.m. I believe. So you have a little bit of a break until then. So thanks, guys. Now you guys have a good impression of what to expect in 4 weeks. So Kelly's going to send out the midterming programming, the pair programming partners, I should say. And you're welcome to get started on your day's activities. Any questions?